hasn't been an easy one for him. Though Sfat's known for being good against Marth. Again, it's Kevin's Marth, so it's different. But he is still good against Marth in general. Oh, nice shine. Though he had a close set with Zane, too, right? Did that get recorded? Nice back here. I mean, nice combo. And then here we go. Gets to the ledge a little late. He probably should have... He should have just... So a lot of people do this. You should just wave dash. Like, a quick wave dash. Like, there's no reason to jump. So that should have been a kill. But he doesn't get it, and now, for Moon, all he needs is, like, a knockdown. Unfortunately, he doesn't tech chase very well, though. Like, he gets the knockdown, but then he dashes away. It's pretty tight, though. Gets a grab, and just like that, what should have been a quick 62% kill and some momentum turns into, like, a very long stalk. And now we're tied up. Which is why you have to finish your food. And then, oh. And see, same thing for Moon now, right? Because now he's getting to that point where he might not be able to get a kill. So it's like, angles. You gotta get those angles, Zach. Come on, man. You gotta angle that shit, dog. That's free. You gotta get those. You gotta get those, man. He didn't pick the best angle either. Like, I feel like he up-B he could have waited a little bit. A lot of foxes up-B immediately instead of kind of like positioning themselves to get a good angle. And that was kind of that situation. So instead of like getting a 62% kill, right, he waits and only puts on 10% after that. And Moon gets a kill first. Then he gets a grab. Let's see what Moon can do with it. I heard he's not an FD Marth. I don't know what that means. I feel like you should be able to do your chain grab. Yeah, I just don't feel like I don't think it's actually acceptable to not be able to be like... I understand what they mean. Like, FD might not be your best stage, but if there's no excuse for you at this point in time to not have like an FD, like be able to do the FD chain grab. Like, you know, nice forward smash. And instead, look at loses 2 straight stocks. 2 straight stocks because he couldn't grab the ledge in time. Now, there's nothing to say Moon would still be fucking him up after he got back. But again, you don't want to... You want to take advantage of this momentum when you get it. Misses his grab. Knockdown. Beautiful. This is beautiful. A little slow on the grab, but Sfat shields instead of kind of... So Moon fucks up, but Sfat just shields. He probably should have rolled or something, but he just stays in shield. It's very tricky shielding against Marth. Like, you need to shield the aerials, obviously, but Mars like to grab, so it's like... It's kind of tricky. It's definitely not a place you don't want to stay in shield. Because they're going to grab. So instead, this turns into a really long stock. Which kind of sucks for Sfat. Could have just been a nice... And, like, you know, you want to set the tone. Which is why the first stock can be important. Yeah, there you go. You got to get your angles, dog. You got to get those. There you go. I'll smash. You got to get those two. This is a situation where you can't crouch. You're too high, so you have to shield here. He tries to dash through. That wasn't good. Yeah. There. Back air. Back air, yep. So just like that brings it back. Now, this is interesting for Moon, because for Moon, he does want to get this kill. Like, Sfat's still a threat. Like, it's not going to be too hard for Sfat to get a kill, right? Like, he needs a... He can put on some pretty big punishes because it's FD. It's pretty simple. He can get shine spikes. And for Moon, he's got to find a way to wrap this kill up without taking a bunch of damage, even though he has a lead. So this is still really important for him. He doesn't really want to take any damage. He wants to just wrap this kill up. He doesn't want to give Sfat 50-60% and let it carry over to the next stock. There you go. So that was exactly what he wanted. That was, like, perfect. Because if he takes 50-60%, right, Sfat comes back with his invincibility. Maybe he puts Moon into a bad situation. It's not that hard to get a kill off the top here. So, yeah. Up tilt. Up air. Yep. Nair. Yeah, that was a bad Nair. That was like a free grab. He just landed right on him. He like hitbox was out for mad long, so it was weak as fuck, and then just a crouch cancel grab. He's at a pretty low percent. And that might be that. Oh, Moon, don't do that. Don't do this. This is really bad. If like he was chain grabbing Armada, Leffen, or Mango on his last stock, and he just did a back throw, I'd be like, what? That's so lazy. Don't do this, guys. Like, I understand kind of being cheesy, and if it was like Yoshi's, I might say it's okay. It's a platform stage, so maybe you can get like a forward smash off a missed tech. But on FD, just finish your chain grab, dog. Look at he did 18%. 18%. That's like there's no reason for him to do that. That's just lazy. Unless he did an input error. Smash, yeah. Like, so he gets 18% off getting a grab. Like 18%. That's like That's one air. That's a Fox back air with the laser. Like, this is not good enough. Sfat could have just sweet spotted, I think, from here. He made it a little bit more complicated than he needed to. Right here. This is a... He could have just got a sweet spot. He air dodged, though. And Moon would have missed the sweet spot from that angle anyway. You can definitely sweet spot on the down tilt, though, still. So he just needed to get that. That was a beautiful forward smash. That was fucking gorgeous. So good stuff from Moon. He held it together. I don't like what he did. That he did some shit. PPU seems the Marth who gives the top Fox mains the least amount of trouble. Is that true? There's only 2 top Marth mains, right? Besides Meat King. If we're excluding Meat King, there's only him. They're the only 2, right? Well, I guess no, Zane and Smash God too, right? They're kind of in the mix now. Oh, Moon won at Beast too. So he's had a pretty good record against Sfat. What did he keep smacking those arms? Alright, what is he doing? His hand sweaty or some shit? It seems like you guys, the Canadian crowd is pretty good. Rank 7, rank 24. So Moon's 24, huh? So yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of guys that are in that sphere of people that are like a threat, but usually aren't like haven't broke through yet. So FSAT's definitely the top of this tier, for sure. FSAT's definitely the top of this tier, the tier that he's in. Well, I think SFAT X. SFAT X S-balls would probably be in a little, for me, there's a little separation, but for those, no, because the Chudat and Jug Fox are in there too. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are a threat now. Well, there's a lot of, I think Plup's the only one that has clear separation. SFAT might have a little too. Yeah, SFAT has a little too, but there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys in the mix, man. To at least I'd say to at least to get to like quarters, you know, and winners or losers, you know. I think the one thing SFAT has, Chudat has, Westball's 2, Axe, that they have the biggest chance. Though they can lose to people, like in the top 25, I guess because Moon's 24th, that they can lose to people in the top 25, they have the best chance of upsetting someone in the top 5 or 6. You know, they're the biggest threat to that. Though they can lose to other people along the way. And I think that's really the edge that they have. Short, yeah, there's no reason not to shorten there. Don't know why Moon shielded, got a little sloppy. Grab, up air. Still had time to do the up air and get the tech, which is pretty sick. Up air. Important game for... no, not as important. Okay, so I would say being down 2-0 against Marth is pretty big. You don't want to as a Fox. But since he already lost on FD, I actually don't think it's that big a deal as much. Against Music King, you can't be down 2-0 as a Fox player. That's it's just not where you want to be. But this is definitely, you want to, you don't want to be down 2-0 against anybody. But usually Marth is definitely one of the characters I worry the most about, where I'm like, all right, you can't, you gotta split. Hey, did the U.S. Open just start? The U.S. Open and Wimbledon are so close together. That's crazy. They should be further apart, I feel like. Shouldn't they be like every 3 months, 4 months? I guess. Anything interesting happen? I haven't been paying attention. Nice by Moon. That was tricky. He did a down throw. And then he wave dashed like he was gonna do the like a down air fair, but he waited a little bit and just almost got Sfat. That was clean. Sfat does a random spot dodge. Yep, shine grab, back air. Up air might have killed though. Could have got a shield drop back air off that, but he fucked up. Nice. That's the thing about the down tilt. If you don't get the tip of it, it doesn't send you very far. So he gets to do a down tilt back, and then it gets a shield up. So something to be aware of. Nice slide off there. Shine, shine, shine. Grab the ledge. Yep. Up throw. Interesting. Don't know. He didn't. Interesting. I don't know. I would have not done that. I would have forward throw for sure. I don't know why he wanted to go into a combo. That was weird. Okay. Well, whatever. Don't know if he thought he could just mix his DI up hella bad. Shine. Yeah, that was the mango. Or the Javi. Javi and Mango are the only foxes, like, of the two foxes to kind of innovate this. The shine in the aerial. I actually don't know who made it up. I don't know if Mango made it up or if Javi did. The funny thing is that they might have both come up with it on their own. They're both pretty original players. But they're the only two I see. I think they're the two people that put it on. Nice up smash. Misses the ledge after. There. Yep. Got the ledge again. Nope. A little slow. Up smash. So, getting it done. I guess. Just grab the ledge. I don't like that. I feel like he complicated that situation. Nice shield on the down tilt. Ooh, Moon not happy. Moon's the only person. Moon does more head shakes than Moon shakes his head for himself, for you, your family. My man is out here. Yeah, crouch. I don't really like. I'm careful of your crouches against Marth because of the range, and you don't have long range attacks as Fox, so you don't want to be careful about this kind of stuff. Pretty sure this is Fox privilege. That's a shield poke. But be careful about just crouching fair because it doesn't. Oh, that was a bad up tilt. Be careful about crouching fair because you just you don't have a range. So you just, see, that's why I don't like. In PAL, that would not kill. I really don't like that. I think that makes Mars so much worse. The fact that you can't do that conversion. It means it's hard for Mars to get. Mars already a character that struggles to get kills. So not being able to do this is like super. I think actually, it's actually really, really sucks for the character. Shine. Back here again. Back here again. Moon did that so close. He was asking for it. He was asking. That was a free one. That was pretty free. Yeah, Hax does shine aerial, but he didn't invent it. I don't think he was the first. I think Mango did it first. But GOML after being after Evo is dope. But GOML's like mad late. And GOML isn't like. GOML's like. The thing is, too, Melee is not nearly as big as tennis. Tennis is like a big time sport, you know? Melee's events are in summer because most kids are in college, and it's like easiest to feel like. I feel like it makes sense for everything to be. Everyone's off, so it makes sense to have summer events. Wimbledon, that's not the case. Or like tennis. Though I don't know, maybe nah. Yeah, I feel like Mango and Javi were doing it way before. Hax started playing Fox a lot later. Misses his way dash after. Up smash, shine. Yeah, he's trying to get like a hit, like once he like Moon's doing a good job of fast falling to the ledge, ledge. So like, and then from there, it's no big deal. Well, though actually, it's not easy for Marth to get up the ledge, so he's still getting hit. It's not easy for his character to just get off, as she said. But I like what he's doing. He's just moving off the ledge real smooth. I got the moves. Drill. Then an up tilt. A poorly done up tilt. Like right here. Look at this. Look how bad this up tilt is. He's so off. He's not even close. And then Moon fucks up though right here. So he doesn't up tilt right. Then he dashes, and the dash just doesn't cover. Like it's too slow to cover this. Well, he probably should have waited. I wonder if he. All right, so here's the situation, right? I wonder if he waited. So if he had waited, could he have? Nah, this might have been a tough situation to cover. Maybe he just thought he'd go right because he might not have been able to cover. He might have had to guess. Let's see. So he does the up throw. He up tilts. He might have just had to guess. Could he have walked? I wonder if he could have walked a little bit. No, when was he out of his? When was he in his weight frames? Like right here. Could he have walked a little bit? Would he have had time to dash and follow that with a fair? I feel like it would have been super close. I don't think he could have done that actually. It wasn't close. Well, anyway, that might have been the best he could do. He might have just had to guess. And then he just guessed wrong, which is fine. Nothing wrong with guessing wrong. You think she likes roses? She doesn't. She likes lilies, you know? You just, you know, you fall back. Yep. Moon probably had to, let's see. Moon had to, he probably should have just shield dropped or something the second he got his shield up. He's still got another hit in him left, though. Run-up shield's tricky against Marth, though. I wouldn't suggest it. You're pretty much calling them out for airling. Like, you have to be pretty confident, because Marth's like to grab. That side does it against Meat King, it usually doesn't work. Yeah, I was kidding. Oh, okay. I'll feel it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be cooler if our big tournaments were spread out. I think we do have like a lot of big shit back to back. I think it kind of it'd be sicker if things were kind of spread out, you know. Um, it feels like we kind of cram sometimes. It's just like big tournament, big tournament, big tournament, big tournament, and it doesn't let guys like really prepare for events, you know, because everyone's just kind of like just like getting to the next event to get into the next event. It all kind of happens at once. So it'd be sick if there was a little bit of space between the big events. It was like Evo July, and then there was like one big event in August and one big event in June. You know, maybe there'd be like a semi, not as big one in between. But there's a lot of like back to back to back to back shit. Oh, 65 viewers. That's what's up. Up throw, up there, up tilt. This is all good stuff. I'm actually surprised Moon went here. Up smash. Yep. I like the drop through and just getting it grabbed. Yeah, that was a nice forward smash. A little smooth, just like I feel that was very Moon. I think Moon likes stuff like this. Like if Moon could get just like a quick, effective kill, he'll take it. He doesn't really like the long strings if he doesn't have to. He's usually looking for like he'd like to forward smash more. I think if he can get it, he'll take it. Tries to mix him up. He did last time. Nice. That back here pretty good. Shine. Yeah, it's pretty free. Trade down. Nice shield from Sfat. Grab, down tilt. Ooh. That was pretty sick. Let's see, forward throw. Down tilt. Just DI's it pretty, and then air dodge. Super. That was actually pretty crazy. Shine, up smash. And this is something, who was I watching who didn't? Cyrox. Cyrox would not shine up smash. And the S-Ack is the right way. Look at this. He's a juicy up tilt into a nair. Or no, excuse me, a drill. What a nair. Nice. Down tilt, I guess? I guess it pokes. Get up attack. That's the axe. Doesn't get the, well, I don't know why it doesn't push him off. Did he try not to? Catches, makes Moon, baits out a down tilt. They baits out an up tilt with this like movement. That was nice. Up throw, up air, and I smashed the eye. Good defense. Defense wins championships, baby. Look at bam, bam. And then from there, he gets the up tilt off it. So that's good defense right there. Instead of turning it into a kill, it's a reversal. That's the best thing I think about Melee is that the ability to switch offense to defense. Because look at, if he gets this, right, he's at 4. I think that kills or it's close, right? So that's 43%, right? He's at 43%. He's running around with a pretty fresh stock, right? Instead, he doesn't get it. He tries to overextend. He's in a pretty bad spot. Up tilts, bam, bam. And now he's dead. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. So huge, big time reverse. Up throw. Nope, this is it. So we're all tied up again. So pretty much they've just traded back and forth. No big deal. Oh, come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. What Moon does a good job of doing is that even though he shakes his head for you, he's still not afraid to close you out, which is important. He doesn't seem like he hesitates. He feels bad for you, but it doesn't stop him from fucking you up, and that's like important. Doesn't have. I don't feel like he has trouble just closing it out. Throw up air, shine, there, grab, huh? Okay. Back air, counter, works once. Grab. Force smash tying a little off, go to the ledge, there's no reason not to. Dash shag, yeah, overextend, misses that barely. there, up there. Jab, double jab, down there. Yeah, that was good. And there's a couple of months with no big events at all. Yeah, right? It's just like, I wish there was like a little bit of balance. Does this set confirm that Marth wins the matchup? I mean, I don't know. Why this set, would this be the one? Is this the one we're looking for? Oh, what a nice guy. Yeah, I'll probably watch Trillium versus Ice. That's probably the set I'm going to watch once it gets uploaded. Did it get recorded? If Trillium and Ice got recorded, I'll watch it. Yeah, here we go. So... I love Moon Smack. Look how hard a Moon Smack in his hands. I love Philm. All right, so here we go to Stadium. Mars like this stage now. Thanks to shouts to Kevin. I don't think it's that good for them. I'm not on the Mars Stadium train at all. Though I mean it's a winnable stage. I'm not on the train though. I don't think it's that great. Because the transformations are really aren't that good for you. But Mars are good here. That's all that matters. Up there, yeah, up to on there. Laser. Oh, grab. Let's go. All right for the fans. Back air. Yep. See, Moon likes to cut his shit short if he can. Like right here, like he'll just be like, force smash. Like if he can do stuff, which is probably why stages like a stage like Yoshi Story is good for him, because the blast zones are so close together, or so close. Oh yeah, like that. That's way more effective in a stage like that than anywhere else. So. Ooh, I don't like a lot of SS up tilts have been really bad this set. They're like super off. Like right here, up tilt, he's not even close. Up to shield. Yeah, and this is the thing. It's like against like someone like Dewan. This against Dewan, this shield would be really good because Dewan would do an aerial. But against Moon, not that good. And that's the tough thing about playing different people who play the same character is that their win conditions are different. They look for different things. So your habits sometimes can get you in trouble. You look for you're just used to. So like yeah, you'll have a lot of setups, but sometimes we're gonna put moves in different places. That's a free shine, I'm pretty sure. But no, he got up. Never mind. So it wasn't a free shine. But does a good job of closing out that edge guard. I think he fucks him up this game, right? This is like the only game someone gets fucked up, I think, right? And now it's a transformation. This is why I don't like this stage. Because like now he's down a stock and transformation came. He didn't need to shield after he took that fair. You usually don't need to shield at 0. Like usually if you get hit at 0 and it doesn't knock you down, you can hit them back. Something to think about. Oh, smash. Almost kills. Up there. Yeah, this is the only game where someone really got fucked, I think. Drill, yep. I'm not bitter. I'm not. Watching that movie. Don't like the jabs. Don't jab. Don't jab. Don't get grabbed. Up tilt. Yeah, I like the up tilt reaction. That was pretty good. Up tilt. Back air. Maybe he didn't get fucked. No. Maybe he gets it down another stock. Yeah, okay. So it's a being a 2-stock. Okay. For some reason I thought he just got fucked. He does kind of get fucked. No, that's probably why. He's about to die like right now. Yeah, he did kind of get fucked that game. For some reason that was just a bad game. Grab the ledge. That was just dumb. He should be dead. Luckily Moon just kills himself. Otherwise that could have been a comeback. Like don't do shit like this. This is like not smart. Because like he's alright, so Moon Moon gets back on the stage, right? Now Zach will probably win this game, right? But let's say Moon gets on stage and then he gets a grab and he gips him, right? Let's say he just kills him, right? Kills him at 34. Let's say somehow he gets a gip. And then all of a sudden, Sfat has all this pressure to try to close out that last stock. And who knows? You know what I'm saying? You just don't take those kind of risks. Don't get cocky. I get the impression that you think Martha's overrated. No, I think Martha's like somewhere between 3rd to 5th, depending on you know, the season. All right. All right, so here we go. Up till. Nice slide off on that up tilt. Ah, nice. This is actually really. I remember Moon came out to a fire start, which was just nice. Right there, beautiful downer. Slips that in there. That was the quickest slide into her DMs like that. Bam, up throw there. Bam, right there. That was beautiful. Really quick, effective kill. Good way to start a match like this too, where there's a lot of pressure, and like, you know, you're definitely feeling it's game 5. This is loser semis. The winner gets to play against Sfat, Hungrybox. And thing for Sfat, it's like this is a chance. This is big because he has a very good shot against Hungrybox, so he could he could definitely get to grand finals. For Moon, it's one of those things where Moon has a better shot against Leffen than Zach, but he probably won't be Hungrybox. So they're in an interesting spot here, for each player. The Sfat probably wasn't going to beat Leffen, but he could definitely get past Hungrybox. Moon, you know, you don't know. It's 2 sets. Who knows? But he definitely had a better shot. So I thought that was interesting. It's unfortunate Hungrybox is standing in the way. Ooh, again, Moon loves this kind of stuff. Like, he just loves, like, quick. So, like, you think... And this isn't bad DI. This is a mix-up. This isn't like Sfat doesn't know how to DI. You think he's going to get comboed. He DIs really hard away, and he just dies. So, again, 69%. AZ is going crazy right now. Take a deep breath. Gets nared. Yep. I think Moon could have... Let's see. I feel like he could have blown this open. So, he does a down tilt. He misses. He does a down tilt preemptively, though. That's why he missed it, huh? He probably could have... Moon probably could have waited to see if there was a tech or mistech. Might have done it too preemptively. But he's probably feeling just the pressure of the moment. Back air. Laser. Up air, no back air. Up air he might have smashed GI'd it, so that might have been better. And grab the ledge again. He probably could have grabbed the ledge if he had done a quick wave dash. Up throw, up air. He does the jump. He's a little bit off there. That probably was the only trick he could have got away with. Don't know if there's a... Oh. Force smash. Good DI on that one. Nice read. See, Moon's aware, though. Moon knows he wants to go up. So good call out for Moon. And just like that, down 3-1. 3-1. Now, both these characters have the comeback potential. I think Marth might have a little... I feel like I want to say Marth has a little bit more. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's just Fox. I play Fox, so that's a bias there. I feel like Marth just has a little bit more comeback potential. That's what it feels like. But Fox has a shit ton. Anytime Fox is playing a character that he can Shine Spike, he's got comeback potential on Shine or Puff. Doesn't I thought it was over there, but don't play Marth. Would have been tough to get. Yeah, looks like he couldn't have stuck it in there. Rolls. Kind of fucks that up. But the percent's building. Percent's building. Back air drill and up throw up air. He does the up air. Still has a chance to get cover tech away. And here we go. So some pressure now from Moon. He feels it. Fox is at 60% though, which is, for me, isn't that bad. You can still probably can put some combos together off of up throw or your tech chases. So still not a bad percent to be at. Not the point where you start to worry about Marthitis too much. It's getting close though. Up throw, up air, falling up air. Now, okay. Yep. Baits out. Nice jump by, and this is what I was saying in Melee, you have a lot of non-committal shit. Like jump, and then double jump, and then get underneath them with an aerial. Don't really like what Sfat did here, that it worked out. I don't really like, he spot dodged though. If he shields, so say Sfat, so say he did this to Plup, right? He tried to come up with a back air. Plup would easily shield that, shield drop, aerial into like a conversion, right? Luckily Moon fucks up and spot dodges though. And so he gets the clip of that, and then he gets a down tilt. So if Moon shields that, though, and then a shield drop, I don't think that works. So 63% did Sfat taunt? Yeah, he did taunt. Of course he taunted. He's only had one good taunt in his whole career against Chudat. Ever. Right, so down 63%. So now it's like, oh, shit. It's really close. Sfat gets caught up on his double jump, though, so that's a good conversion by Moon. Moon looks like he gets a little sloppy here. Is he looking for a double jump? No, he can't double jump. So he already took his double jump, so I don't know why he went high. Did he not? I don't think he noticed he took his double jump. No, he had to have noticed. Maybe he's getting tight. Yeah, he looked for a jump, and he didn't have one. Nice slide off here. Go to the ledge. Yeah, there's no reason not to shorten there. Moon does a kind of risky overextension right here. He tries to call out the tournament winner, but he's mad late. So now, and the reason he doesn't want to do that is because he doesn't want to jump here and then get back air. Like, he doesn't want to have to get, that's easy. Like, he could easily take like a quick 22% and then possibly get shined or something. So he really wants to be careful about not pinning himself in the corner here. Does he got the ledge dashes? No, he does not have the ledge dashes. He does not have, oh, see, that's what I was talking about, right? This is what he doesn't want. He doesn't want back air to back air. He doesn't want back air, because that's a quick 26, and then he tries to get shined. So that was like him trying to like just get a quick cheese in. Again, though, the back airs, back air. I would have shined him for sure, 100%. I don't know what, I would have gone for it. Bam. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go for a shine there. But he sits on it, he backs up. I don't think he should have played back up till back air. And this to force smash. And then gets it done, so Moon's able to sneak by. That was a close one. That was a close one, though. Definitely a good set. Pretty back and forth. I feel like it wasn't very clear who was going to win, which is actually pretty sick.